Hey, as we said at the beginning of the service, big announcement, and I'm just going to give you the bottom line up front, and then we'll fill in with more details. After lots of prayer and discussion, Pete and his family have decided to move back to South Africa. That move will happen at the end of this month. In fact, June will be their last month with us, and the final Sunday of June will be their last week with us. There's two things that have factored into this decision. One of them is the money. And after a lot of talking, a lot of praying, a lot of considering it, it became clear that there's no way that we can keep doing this because the music program in our church just isn't becoming what we believe God has called us to do. So for the last couple of months, we've been honest, talking with each other and praying about this. And the three of us together came to the same decision. It's probably best for his family to return back to South Africa. Now, there's two things that I want you to hear about the money. And then I'm going to ask Pastor Troy to talk about what is by far the most important thing around here. In order to help them get back to their country, we're going to give him more than 3 months worth of pay just to get out of their home lease and plane tickets back. I need you to understand that Pastor Troy and I don't get any salary here. We have been serving this church for free since we were founded. And not only are we going to help them by paying them to go back, but just so you don't feel any obligation or feel like we're leaving them hanging, we're also going to support his family for a couple of months after they leave here. And this is coming at an immense cost to Two Cities Church. It's coming directly from us and the sacrifice that the two of us are making. But this decision was not about money. It was about something far more important. It was about the music. And I'll let Pastor Troy talk about that.
Before Jeff and I even met each other, God gave both of us a vision before we even engaged. And that vision was that we would be a part of a ministry where we are co-pastoring, not one head over. We're doing it together. And also within that vision is the vision for music, meaning that we wanted a musician who can do contemporary gospel in hymns. By doing those three, you can include, there's no one that's exempt out of that. And that is something that God gave through the Holy Spirit. Jeff, he gave me, and that's something we can't afford to sacrifice for anyone, for that matter. And that's like at the foundation of what God gave us separately. And then we came together and from talking, found out that, hey, that's something we have to maintain and we can't afford to compromise. We've been working with Pete. We didn't leave him out on the island by himself. We've put other people in his path for him to tap into to gain that experience of gaining the type of music that he wasn't exposed to, but allow him to kind of progress to that point. And what we found is that he's not able to do that type of music in a way that can suit Two Cities. That's just it.
Yeah, so what we're going to do next is we're going to pray. And as a church, we're going to pray for him and pray for his family as they get ready to transition back to Africa. We're going to pray for ourselves. And some of you are wondering, well, what happens with the music next? We have started immediately. Pastor Troy and I are both looking for replacement. But I'll be honest with you, this is going to be hard to find, and there's no replacement in sight. But God knows who he wants to be on this stage next. And we're just going to seek the Lord, and we are going to need you to pray with us to seek the Lord. What I want you to hear is that we collectively came to this decision. The three of us looked at each other in the eyes and said, hey, we tried something, and we gave it our best, and we believe we gave the Lord our best efforts, but it's pretty obvious where we should go next. And there's no hard feelings.